Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing on this lovely evening. Hey Vegeta, hey Zach. Thank you so much for coming through. Vegeta, thank you for the raid. It was early into my stream, so thanks. Excuse me. I assume you were just dragging out your stream as long as you could so that you could raid me, which I thoroughly appreciate, genuinely. Yeah, how's everybody doing? So, as the title says, I'm going to be playing Monkey Island Special Edition. Yeah, Zach, that's fine. Lurk all you like. I just want to give a quick shout out to Paula Dino and RJ3, that's me, excuse me, who followed between streams. Sorry, I am quite coffee not coffee the drink, coffee like lots of coughs, this evening. So I'm going to be hydrating a lot and clearing my throat a lot. I'm sorry, it sounds terrible. I'll do my best to fix it. Anyway, let's get going. Although before we start properly, well, that's unprofessional. There we go. You know what, Pez? My throat's earned it. It's kept me breathing most of my life. I'm sure it'll do the trick for a while. Vegeta, I appreciate you doing a long stream just to raid me. You really didn't have to, but I appreciate it in my heart. So I said this on Sunday when I got my 50 followers, but genuinely I'm very thankful to all of my followers. Affiliate is such an enormous goal. I know the numbers and everything, that's not the most important thing in the world, but at the same time, it is important to me that I'm producing something that apparently people like. That matters to me, and the fact that you guys came through. Vegeta! My first prize pig! Oh, you're gonna get that prize pig badge soon. Yes, I'm very grateful to all of you. I'm very grateful that apparently you guys think I'm entertaining. I'm super grateful that Vegeta has subscribed, because I honestly feel very undeserving of all of this. But I appreciate you all. That's very sweet of you, Vegeta. You don't need to save money to give it to me, and you don't need to give me money at all. Nobody needs to give me money. But I appreciate why you did it, and I appreciate that you did it. So, yeah. I'm noticing a distinct lack of music, so I'm hoping that'll get fixed up when I hit play new game. The original Monkey Island, just to give you a little bit of background, the original came out in 1990. So the original game is 30 years old. The special edition came out about 6 or 7 years ago. USPS is very slow at the moment. I fully understand it. Zach, you never need to drop gift subs. Ever. I am insane. Don't follow in my tracks. I am the crazy one here. Anyway, yeah, the special edition came out a few years ago. It's the same game. The same puzzles. They've just tweaked a little bit of the gameplay and completely upgraded the graphics plus added voices. Canadian Post delivered an 8-year late package today. You know what, Pez? That's actually kind of impressive. Like, I'm almost thinking, like, that's almost better than delivering it on time, because nobody would expect that. I'm just going to check that we are actually getting audio. Yeah. I got audio volume. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I muted it. There we go. Every time I click off screen, the music goes away. But there we go. We got music. Hi, Kem. Thanks for dropping by. Really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with how to play or controls. I'm sure I can figure those out. Hey, Spooked. Hey, Juice. Very nice of you all to come through. Vegeta, how did you strain your back? Was it just by sitting up straight for an extended period? Because boy, do I understand that. Hi, Zaid. Nice of you to drop by. I appreciate everybody swinging by. Normally my Wednesday streams are kind of quiet, so I really appreciate this. Yeah, Vegeta, tell me how you hurt your back while I start a new game. Oh! Oh, it's the original graphics. Oh, I'm so happy. This is so beautiful to me. I know pixel art can be a little bit difficult sometimes, especially older pixel art, but this is Melee Island, deep in the Caribbean. And then they fade to the new graphics. Designed and created by Ron Gilbert, one of the greatest of all time. One of the writers was Tim Schafer. Thank you, Juice. I do need to actually straighten my back already. Tim Schafer, who also worked on Psychonauts. Well, yeah, that's the thing, Pez. In spite of how early this was, and in spite of how kind of primitive the tools were, the pixel art in Monkey Island is still legitimately good. Not good for its time, just plain good. Let me know if you need me to turn up the desktop audio at any point. I don't want to have it too loud, but I like it. Original game is 2 years younger than I am. It came out in 90. I came out, that's a horrible way of putting it, in 88. The music in the original was fantastic. Maybe better than the music in the remaster. I'm sorry, Vegeta, I'm not there to give you a back massage. And there is our hero, Guybrush Threepwood.
Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm over this way.
Ah, well then, Thriftweed.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. So, you want to be a pirate, eh? You look more like a flooring inspector.
Rude.
But if you're serious about pirating, go talk to the pirate leaders. You'll find them in the scum bar.
Gosh, thanks. I'll do that. Bye now. I'm off to seek my fortune.
Good luck.
Where did you say those pirate leaders were?
The scum bar.
Right. Thanks.
So yeah, that is Guybrush Threepwood. In his goofiest appearance yet, I have to say. Part 1, The Three Trials. We are a wannabe pirate. Okay, so I can walk places. The scroll bar goes between the various verbs, which is fine, if a little slow. Where's walk? Did I miss walk? No, I just kind of got rid of it. Ah, right click takes you back to walk. I'm still going to have to get used to the controls. I am actually strongly considering there should be a way. Might as well check how to control. Cool. That did not help. Okay, so I can pull up the verb menu. That's easier. I'll figure out the rest. I thought there was a way to switch it back to the classic pixel art. There doesn't seem to be. It's still beautiful. I'm not going to complain. Anyway, let's look at the poster.
Re-elect Governor Marley. When there's only one candidate, there's only one choice.
Wow, that is horrible. So yeah, Guybrush Threepwood is voiced in this version as he was in Monkey Island 3 by Dominic Armato, who does a wonderful job of it. Zach, thank you so much for the bits! Oh, I'm super excited. Modern problems, modern solutions. You are right. Okay. I haven't played this game in a very long time. Monkey Island 2 and 3 were always my favorites. That being said, I've played this about 3 or 4 times, so I should remember most of what's going on. Here's the Scum Bar, which is where we were told to go. I've always loved the pirate up there swinging on the chandelier. Hi, pirate.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
My name's Guybrush Threepwood. I'm new in town.
Guybrush Threepwood?
Hey, Chin! That's what it is, my first affiliate stream.
Stupidest name I've ever heard.
Well, that's just mean.
Well, what's your name?
My name is Mancomb Seepgood. So, what brings you to Melee Island, anyway?
I want to be a pirate.
Oh, really? You should go talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. They're pretty much in charge around here. They can tell you where to go and what to do.
Cool.
Where can I find the governor?
Governor Marley. Her mansion is on the other side of town. But pirates aren't as welcome around her place as they used to be.
Oh, really? The illegal thieves aren't welcome around the governor's mansion. Who could imagine why?
I'm welcome everywhere I go.
Whatever you say, just watch out for those guard dogs.
Kem, thank you so much for the bits.
Flat, so you'll have to excuse me.
Everybody's being so generous today. I really appreciate it. Okay. I was always sad that you couldn't look at this pirate. I mean, not using the controls. But just look at him go. I think this is the ultimate... Oh. This guy has to be my first BTTV emote. Because he is my version of him spin. Look at him.
I don't want to bother them. They're busy listening to the guy on the left.
Whoa, Chen. Thank you for the 20 lewd bits. Hand holding in my stream? How dare you? Hey, doggy. Okay, so the dog can speak apparently, and he mentioned 2 phrases. Well, he mentioned Melee Island, which is where we are, and LeChuck, who we have not heard of.
Chuck?
Let's find out if he can tell us anything more about LeChuck. Something about LeChuck and Governor Marley? I entirely forgot that you can talk to the dog. This is amazing. Governor Marley and LeChuck. And something about Monkey Island, TM. I can probably speak to the dog more clearly if he didn't have a bone in his mouth. But he does. And here they are, the Pirate Chiefs.
What be ye wanting, boy?
I want to be a fireman. No.
I want to be a pirate.
So what? Why bother us? Hey, don't forget we're short on help because of this whole LeChuck thing.
Ooh.
So, no pirates means no swag, and no swag means no grog, and we're getting dangerously low on grog.
Fair point.
Do you have any special skills?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
That's a legit thing. He can literally hold his breath for 10 minutes.
All right, but you don't become a pirate just by asking. You'll have to go through the 3 trials.
What 3 trials are those?
There are 3 trials every pirate must pass.
You must master the sword
And the art of thievery.
and the quest.
The what?
Treasure hunting, you sea urchin.
Right. You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery. Then return with proof that you've done it.
Sounds good. I bet a man who can hold his breath for 10 minutes can do all of those. Okay, let's start with mastering the sword.
Tell me more about mastering the sword.
First, get ye a sword.
Good start.
Seek out and defeat the sword master. Someone in town can probably direct you. Oh, go on to find somebody to train you first.
Imagine trying to take on a sword master without any training.
I bet I can do it. Hold your breath for 10 minutes, then you probably have near infinite stamina. That is a fair point, Pez. And Guybrush would probably make several ladies very happy if he knew how to apply that stamina in different ways. I don't mind you shouting in my chat, it's fine. I actually have to update my chat rules. I have reasons.
Tell me more about mastering the art of thievery.
We want you to procure a small item for us.
The idol of many hands.
In the governor's mansion.
Sounds simple enough.
Keeps the idol of many hands in a display case in the mansion outside the town.
You'll have to get past the guards, naturally.
Naturally.
The tricky part will be getting past the dogs outside.
Aye, they're a particularly vicious breed. You might be able to drug them or something.
Okay, and finally treasure hunting.
Tell me more about treasure hunting.
Legend has it that there's a treasure buried here on the island.
Out of curiosity, in chat, have you guys played any of these, any of the Monkey Island games?
Should I have a map or
And
something?
specifically this one?
Well, you can hardly expect to find a treasure without a map.
And don't forget, X marks the spot.
Whoa! Spook, thank you so much. Several cupcake bits. I'm very touched. Everyone's so nice. Okay, so it looks like nobody's played Monkey Island. This is kind of the beginning. You played 3 minutes of 3 before the power went out. Monkey Island 3 is my personal favorite. I can see why not everybody liked it, but I loved it. Monkey Island 2 is almost universally regarded as the best, but Monkey Island 1 started the whole kind of tradition of LucasArts comedy point-and-click adventure game. And yeah, we'll see. I intend to play all 3 of the Monkey Island games. I'm not going to play Monkey Island 4 because I barely consider it to be part of the series. I'll be running along now.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
Sure. So, for a lot of people, for most people by the looks of it, this is going to be your first experience of Monkey Island. I hope I make it a good one.
You can't come back here.
Wait, I'm not allowed to go into the kitchen? Can't believe the guy would kick me out. And along we go.
Meanwhile, deep beneath Monkey Island, the ghost pirate LeChuck ship lies anchored in a river of lava.
Okay, so Chuck is this guy, the ghost pirate.
Then LeChuck, sir.
There's nothing like the hot winds of hell blowing in your face.
No, sir. Nothing like it. Sir,
It's days like this that make you glad to be dead.
Oh, yes, sir. Glad to be dead.
We are glad to be dead, right?
Vegeta, more cupcake bits.
I feel
Thank you so much. You make me feel super cute.
That murdered me and everyone on board. lucky.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was it you disturbed me for?
Yes, sir. Well, you see, we might have a problem on Melee Island.
Problem? What possible problem could there be? I've got those sissy pirates so scared of the sea, they're afraid to take a bath.
Well, there seems to be a new pirate in town. Actually, he's a pirate wannabe. Young, inexperienced, probably nothing to worry about.
Probably.
I don't know why I bother you in it. I'll have him taken care of myself.
Yeah, I'm also recognizing it, Pezmat.
I'll handle this personally. My plans are too important to be messed up by amateurs.
I don't know who that voice actor is, but I recognize them. Okay. So now we have to find a sword and someone to teach us. We have to
I don't see anything special about it.
go steal something from the governor's mansion, and we have to find the legendary treasure of Melee Island. Hey dude, you don't look suspicious at all.
Excuse me, but do you have a cousin named Sven?
No, but I once had a barber named Dominique.
Close enough. Let's talk business. You
Ooh.
wanna buy a map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island?
Well, that seems like an easy start.
Only one in existence. Rare. Very rare. Only 100 pieces of eight.
I do not have that.
No thanks. I don't have enough money.
Well then, buzz off, kid. It's bad for business.
Dang it, I want that map. Actually, what do I have in my inventory? Nothing. Okay. I mean, fair. I came to town with nothing but the clothes on my back. Hey, the men of low moral fiber.
Hey, nice rat.
Do you like rats?
I'm not sure about bit badges yet, Vegeta. I've thought about my my subscriber badges, but I haven't thought about bit badges. I'm gonna have to think of that. The skeleton in... I don't. No. There's a particular skull in Monkey Island 3 who's named, but I'm not even sure that skeleton is named. That's the problem with this kind of thing. It's so difficult to find out minor characters. Rats in a light wine sauce.
Yes, especially in a light wine sauce.
Get away!
I'm not gonna eat your rat buddies.
Say, are you guys pirates?
No, we're a wandering circus troupe.
But this rat scared away the elephant.
Shut up! Of course we're pirates. You can't buy clothes like these off the rack.
What do you want?
You know what? Feeding me slop is not a terrible idea, Vegeta. I mean, I am a pig. Part of my updating of the chat rules will be to make it clear that chat is the mud pit. So I might have to think about that. Okay. Actually, Vegeta, can you handle the shout out? Apparently we're shouting out Ninja. Vegeta, please. Kem spent oinks on that. Please shout out Ninja. I have no problem with Ninja. He's just a dude.
What's in the keg?
Rum.
Jam.
Jam.
Only
Rum.
15 voice actors in the whole game?
Rum and jam. It's an old pirate favorite. Everybody knows that.
Thank you very much, Vegeta. I appreciate your willingness to shout out someone you apparently dislike. I don't know Ninja. I don't much care either.
I'll just be running along now.
And here we can go to, of all places, Fair Vegeta. There's just straight up a witch doctor.
No thanks. I'd rather not touch any of this creepy voodoo stuff.
That's smart of him, Pez.
Let's see. There's a jar of bat drippings, a box that says assorted scales, a shaker full of monkey flakes, and some cat knuckles. Cat knuckles?
Yuck.
Barbaric.
Kim, you're the one who wanted to shout him out.
Gee, I wonder what's in these baskets. I think I hear slithering inside.
I don't know, it just seemed like there could have been better uses for your oinks than shouting out someone you apparently don't even like. And is not on Twitch. But I don't mind. They're your oinks to use as you please.
Chicken with a pulley in the middle. What possible use could that have?
None. No one needs a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle.
Now this is the cup of a carpenter.
Wow, what a reference. What a reference. For those who haven't seen it, which is apparently all my followers, that is a reference to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And there is our voodoo queen.
With son. Wait, don't say anything. I can sense your name is Guybrush. Guybrush nose hair. No. Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, at least Kim has seen Indiana Jones.
Wow, that was amazing. Do you know any other tricks?
I do not deal in tricks. What I know is the truth.
Vegeta, that's not how movies work.
So, my mind-reading skills tell me it is your future you are interested in.
Sure
I am
is.
certain this is something you really wish to know.
Sure is.
Yes, tell me everything that's gonna happen to me.
Yes, Vegeta.
I am getting a vision. I see you taking a voyage. A long voyage.
Depending on when this ends, I can watch a couple of episodes, sure.
Yeah.
I see.
What? See what?
The skeleton has a name. He's called Bob?
I see you inside the giant monkey.
Gross.
Cool, giant monkey's going to eat me.
It's all becoming clear. Your journey will have many parts. You will see things better left unseen. You will hear things better left unheard. You will learn things better left unlearned.
What kind of things? I hate surprises.
No. The time is not right to know.
Wow, rude.
When you know your purpose, come see me. I will let you know then.
Rob Paulson. Any idea what else he's done, Pez? Anything that I might have heard? Vegeta, there's very little time travel in the series, so he's probably, I mean, it doesn't have to be time travel. I don't think you ever actually meet his parents. He's Yakko? That explains everything. Like, Pinky, fine. But that is the most Yakko voice I've ever heard. Donatello, I have to make a terrible confession. I have never seen Ninja Turtles. Any of them. I was never interested in Ninja Turtles. There's something along this side, but can't actually do anything with it. Okay. Here is a shop.
Come over here.
Someone calling me from the alley. I'm sure I'm not going to get stabbed.
Hello? Anybody in here? Hello?
You know, bad things could happen to a person in a dark, deserted alley like this one.
Yeah, I'm dead.
At this time of night, nobody would be around to see it.
That was quick, Vegeta.
Did you hear something back in here too?
I don't know Gibbous.
No? I'd better get your name.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm new in town.
Listen, Peepwood.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, whatever your name is, listen. I'm the sheriff around here. Sheriff Fester Shinetop. Take it from me.
What a name.
This is a bad time to be visiting Melee Island. A very bad time. My advice to you is to find somewhere else to take your vacation.
I'm not here on vacation.
Safer.
This isn't a vacation. I'm becoming a pirate.
There's an officer of the law around.
I've only seen a couple of episodes of VeggieTales. None of the voices stand out. But it's Yakko Warner that I remember. Okay. This clown poster is all kind of goofy now. In the original pixel art, it is genuinely scary. Or at least I thought it was.
Ooh, a circus! I love a circus.
Can I grab this? It's going to take me a while to learn this.
I can't pick that up.
Well, you could try. Okay, here's a weird thing to notice. This door. This door, which you can't interact with in any way, which does not open. We will never open that door. Sort of. And you might see what I mean at a later time. There's also this poster, which doesn't do anything. It's just a cool old-fashioned strong man. Like, we will never open this door, except when we do. That's cryptic on purpose. He was Spike? Dude was in everything. So there's not a lot back here, except for the poster. And I don't think the poster does much. Okay. Let's go to the church. I think that's probably one of his lesser known roles, Pence. Okay. There is a very explicitly not Christian church. Just generic church. And there's a doorway here. And we're in prison. Hey, buddy.
You gotta get me out of here. I'm a victim of society.
Yes, Vegeta, but when someone says that, they're being intentionally cryptic.
It's hard to keep my breath minty fresh when there's nothing to eat in here but rats.
Can't believe they don't even feed the prisoners. Hi, rat.
It's locked.
No, look at the rat.
Talk to Death Breath? No thanks.
Cool, so I can't talk to him at the moment until his breath smells better. Zack, the rat can get free if he wants to. He just clearly doesn't want to. Okay. And now we walk along the cliff path to the governor's mansion. And over here are her ravening guard dogs, who, by the way, this is one of the few changes that is unquestionably positive. This was just a mess of pixels in the original. At least now they look like actual guard dogs. Deadly piranha poodles.
I don't think I can get past them.
That's probably true. Wait, there's still more? Yes, Chen, there were dogs. But unfortunately, Pup Time doesn't follow me, so we do not get pups in chat. It's very sad. Let's go to the shop. Okay, there's no one here, but there's a sign.
Ring bell for service.
Cool. So let's look at the things we can get. There is a shovel. There is a safe. We're probably going to be breaking into that at some point. Juice. Did you have to? Ugh. I get why Barry doesn't like the dog.
It never fails. I step away from the counter for 2 seconds and some idiot's already ringing that stupid bell. What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
The Swordmaster of Melee Island? Now, I don't know.
That's good to know, Chen. I'll find out.
Whereabouts of her secret hideout. Nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way. I guess I could hike all the way over there. Once. Be right back.
Cool.
And don't touch anything!
I'm just gonna look at this sword.
Swordmaster. When you want a sword as sharp as your wit.
Maybe I should just grab the sword. Maybe I should just leave.
Looking for a Swordmaster, are ya? Looking for a little thigh-finger discount, it looks like to me. See if I ever trust you again, devious little shoplifting weasel boy. Maybe you'd like to pay for that?
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
Cool, I'll do that next time Pup Time's live.
How much is it?
That's 100 pieces of 8.
Everything's so expensive and I have no money. Hey Lars Mandel. I'm doing well, how are you? I'm glad you're in chat. Thanks for the follow. You are the newest pig.
I don't have enough money.
Figures. Now, how else do you want to waste my time?
Everybody, welcome Lars with all your best love motes. I could really use a breath.
Use a breath mint.
You're telling me. I got
Oof.
some, but they ain't free. What else do you want?
Vegeta, that's not a love mote.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Cool.
Okay, but don't put your lips on anything.
So this dude is... he can help me find the Swordmaster.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
But I need money for the sword, which is going to be
Yeah,
difficult.
like I'm gonna fall for that one again.
Oh, please. I won't steal anything this time, I promise.
I guess
I am loving Monkey Island. It is definitely not my first time playing. It is my first time playing the new special edition.
eyes on you, weasel.
But I've played this several times. Lars, have you played it before? By the way, is it okay if I call you Lars? I try to shorten every once. But yeah, I'm assuming you've played it before. So I'm not going to steal anything. I would like to take a look at his safe. I do know I need to open it at some point.
Davy Jones Lockers. The last word in theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices.
That is insane, Pez. Okay.
It's locked.
But I did the thing.
It's locked.
Oh, there's a pattern to this. And I don't know what it is. That's fine. I've played the first 3 and about half of 4. I never really enjoyed 4. But Monkey Islands 1, 2, and 3 are all classics. 3 is my personal favorite, but they're all great. I don't need the ladder or anything. Oh, thanks for the host, Lars. I played quite a few of these point and clicks. So I am going to play Monkey Islands 2 and 3 in the future, as well as a variety of other, mostly LucasArts, but not exclusively LucasArts point and clicks. So he'll come back eventually, and or if you steal anything. But I think now I can just come back, and he's grumpy.
Where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again, ungrateful little shoplifter. What do you want?
It's not technically shoplifting if I didn't steal it.
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
I believe I have to follow him to get to her.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fall for that one again.
Oh, please. I won't steal anything this time, I promise.
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back.
Okay.
I've got my eyes on you, Weasel Boy.
I mean,
Try anything.
fair, I did immediately steal the first time, but I believe we have to follow him. There we go. Because the Swordmaster will never actually help you until you track her down. What is Box Ghost, Pez? I'm sorry, I never watched Danny Phantom. My only exposure to Danny Phantom is through Death Battle. He must have gone this way, even though I don't see him. Okay. That's frustrating. I must have lost him. Oh, that's super frustrating. I'll watch that afterwards, Pez. Thank you. Hook Island. But how on earth would I get across?
I think it could support my weight.
And yet, I have no way to cross. How very disappointing. There's a bunch of lights here. There's a clearing here. I really like this game. So much lovely nostalgia. And here we find the circus. We knew there was a circus in town, and yet it's still always kind of surprising that there's actually a circus tent.
I think there's something going on in there.
Well, yes, Guybrush, thank you.
I get in the cannon, but the gunpowder makes me sneeze.
Well, I cannot do it. I hurt my hand taming the lions last week.
I hardly
Very sweet of you, Chen.
stretch compares to my chronic allergy. You get in the cannon.
You don't have any allergies, you faker. You get in the cannon.
No, you get in the cannon.
No, you get in the cannon.
Slacker,
Loser.
ruffian,
Flop.
weasel,
Weevil.
miscreant,
Toady.
Hey, Stitch, nice to have you here.
Scuffler.
mallet head,
Minute head.
pencil head.
I'm selling these fine.
Say there, son, how'd you like the chance
A once-in-a-lifetime chance.
to perform an amazing feat?
A death-defying feat.
Well, not so death-defying, really.
Dangerous feat.
Not dangerous at all.
An easy feat.
Exciting,
With the amazing
adventurous, acrobatic,
and exceedingly well-known
fabulous, flying.
Peruccini brothers.
That's us.
My brother Alfredo.
And my brother Bill.
Sound good?
Good.
It's very simple, really.
I love
See
these
that
two.
cannon over there? All you have to do,
Is get in the cannon,
and we'll shoot you out of it.
across the room.
Quite safe, actually.
So, what do you say?
Sure.
How much will you pay me?
How about 478 pieces of eight?
What a bizarrely specific amount.
Okay, sounds good.
Have you got a helmet?
No, I don't have a helmet. Will I need one?
No helmet? Oh, you've got to have a helmet.
Can't do the cannon trick without a helmet.
No, siree.
Cool.
Get a helmet and then we can do the trick.
So now I know the next thing I need, which will give me the money I need in order to buy both the sword and the map. The sword and the map, of course, will help me to solve the first 2 trials, which is a very good position to be in. I'm so glad you've discovered someone who was such a large part of your childhood. Oh, dude, I remember the troll.
Shall pass. Stop. You must pay a toll.
Stand aside, troll. I'm a mighty pirate.
You're no pirate. While the town drunk could out insult you on his back. And probably would.
Well, that's mean.
I can out-insult anybody, you brainless clay doppelganger.
I once owned a dog that was smarter than you.
Oof!
That and stick it in your repertoire. None shall pass until you pay the toll.
Oh, what's the toll, buddy?
How much is the toll?
Well, what have you got?
Nothing of consequence.
I want something that'll attract attention, but have no real importance.
Such a great clue. Such a wonderful clue that I didn't get at all when I was a kid. I'm not going to reveal what it is, but try to think about what phrase we use to indicate something, especially in a story, that doesn't mean anything, but everybody thinks it means something. A monkey leash with 3 collars.
A monkey leash with 3 collars?
Don't be silly. You have 3 chances to give me what I want. Then I eat you. None shall pass.
Yeah, sure, bud.
None shall pass.
Yes, we heard you the first time. So I can't, unfortunately, go to the lights or to the house. Is there anything down here? Nope. So I can go back to the village. I can't believe I lost that guy. The fork is important. I think that's where he went and I just did a dumb. Which I have been known to do. So I have to get a helmet. Fortunately, I know where to do that. So I can quickly try to get the helmet, and at least if I get some money, I can speed a few things along. It's very weird in a point-and-click adventure game that at this point, more than 30 minutes in, I still haven't picked up a single useful item. Thanks, Vegeta. Sorry, I didn't actually mean to talk to you guys.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
There we go.
Hey! Don't go into the kitchen.
I won't. Oh, dang it. So you gotta wait for him to come out, go completely off screen, and then come back. Yeah, Zach, I've been seeing them. I saw a bunch of them pop up in Chitch's chat a couple of days ago. I've seen them all over Twitch. It's frustrating. Unfortunately, very little that can be done to stop their existence. There we go. Close the door. Pick up the hunk of meat. Open this door.
I think that bird will peck my hand off.
That's frustrating. Let's look at the pot of stew.
It's boiling hot.
This is what I'm looking for.
Someone cooked a head cheese in this.
Yeah, possibly so. But pick up the pot. Yeah, I can see why it might be tempting to use the services,
Foul stuff pirates drink.
but unfortunately that's not real success. I need to pick up this fish, but I don't think I've yet got any way to scare off the bird. But the pot is super important, weirdly. Cool. So I managed to get into the kitchen. I got what I needed there. And I'm going to go back to the circus. I'm thoroughly enjoying playing this again. I maintain that it is the weakest of the main 3 Monkey Island games, but that standard is still so high that being the weakest Monkey Island is still so much better than almost anything. Never watched Dexter's Lab.
You scurvy lubber.
Dude, you walked into me.
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
Let's go to the circus. There we go. And now that I've got the pot, I can use the pot as a helmet, which they subtly suggest by saying that someone cooked a head cheese in it.
Weasel, Weevil, Miscreant, Tory, Ne'er-do-well.
Can I borrow a trampoline?
Hello again. Ready to do the cannon trick?
I am.
Have you got a helmet?
I do, vaguely.
Of course I have a helmet. What sort of idiot do you take me for?
The kind who would get into a cannon from apparently 2 very unqualified men.
Wouldn't want you hurt. No, sorry.
Okay.
Someone cooked a head cheese in this.
What about give? Yeah.
Ah, that will work as a helmet. Now we can do the trick. Step
And
right over here, son. Now, put on your helmet and get in the cannon, and we'll take care of the rest.
Echo!
This is definitely not safe.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Just fucking faceplant.
Hey, are you okay?
Okay. So, first one, where's my helmet? Fine. This response is fantastic. Once again, as LucasArts does, reference to a previous LucasArts game. This is a reference to Loom, which was one of the first.
I'm Bobbin. Are you my mother?
He's all right. Hooray! We are spared an embarrassing and financially debilitating lawsuit. Here is your money, sir. Just a recompense for aiding us. The basic theory is fine.
Never even heard of Thumbtanic.
Need to change the aim a bit. I'll try it next. No, I'll do it next. No, me.
Oh, cool. Now they're arguing about who gets to do it next.
Slacker. Loser. Ruffian. Fop.
I remember there were recreations of famous movies in like 3 minutes, reenacted by, I think, hamsters or something like that? Or bunnies? It was a weird time. The internet was going through a thing. They were very much trying to figure out what the next big thing was going to be. And it wasn't that. Or am I thinking of thumbs? Maybe I'm confusing the thumb one with something. No, it was little animated critters. Anyway,
Excuse me, but
now I've got plenty of money, which means I can get the treasure.
treasure of Melee Island, huh? I hope you brought enough money this time.
I very much did.
I'll take it. It'll make a swell gift.
There you go. You made a wise decision. Now get lost.
And now let's take a look at this.
I think I've been had. This is no map. It looks like dancing lessons.
So yeah, the guy gave me dancing lessons. Which is super unfortunate, because I really super needed that map. Oh well, I guess that's 100 gold pieces poorly spent. And since it's an adventure game, I definitely won't be able to make anything of it. I actually need this rubber chicken, of all things.
No one will miss just this one thing.
Maybe no one will. Hey, she's not there.
Hey, I'm back and I'm ready to know more about the future.
Nope, no sign of her. Well, I've got a rubber chicken with the pulley in the middle. I'm sure this will be important somehow. And let's go buy a sword.
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation.
Yeah, I was tailing you, buddy.
He says you can go jump in the lake, and when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again, ungrateful little shoplifter.
Screw you, buddy. I just want to buy your sword.
What do you want?
I want the sword.
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of 8 you ever spent. What else do you want?
I would like the shovel as well.
Whatever.
Because if I'm going treasure hunting, I'm probably going to need one of these. And then, this time I'm going to try to properly follow him. But I'm also going to save before I do it.
For me to fall asleep or something.
No, I just picked up the shovel.
About this shovel.
I'm going to save before I do it so that I don't have to come back if I mess up.
How much is it?
Oh, another would-be treasure hunter, eh?
Yes.
That'll cost you 75 pieces of 8.
Oof, that's pricey.
I'll take it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for itself, believe me. Yeah, you'll dig up 75 pieces of 8 in no time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you?
What a douche. What about breath mints?
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please. Take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8. What else do you want?
Okay.
I think I'd just like to browse.
So let's
Whatever.
quickly do a save. And I miss the days when games actually had names. You would save it with a specific name. It was so much cooler.
What do you want?
Anyway.
I'm looking for the sword master of Melee Island.
I need to track you, buddy.
I'm gonna fall for that one again.
Oh, please. I won't steal anything this time, I promise.
I guess I could hike all the way over there.
Right, Pez? Rather than just a save slot, it was nice to be able to go, oh, this is when I'm doing... This is when I'm looking for the Swordmaster. This is when I'm treasure hunting. This is whatever. I liked it. Okay. So somehow I missed him before. Come on. I will track you. There's always the possibility that because I didn't have a sword, I couldn't follow him all the way. Unless that is him. And I just did a dumb. It is. Okay. So now you've just got to follow him through the woods to find the Swordmaster. Easy peasy. There we go. Fortunately, once you found her, you don't have to try to remember this path or anything. She just gets added to the map. And because of that, it's impossible to find her just by chance on your own, because the sign cannot be pushed without seeing him do it first. Oh, that's a beautiful update of the original work.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Hello again, Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cut it out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might...
Apologies for that. I had to adjust something. But that was terrible timing on my part.
I'd follow you, and then I'd become another Melee Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Vegeta, stop.
Now scram.
Okay. And now we can talk to Carla, the Swordmaster. There's a weird thing I'm seeing here. Right over here. Is this like super pixelated, or is that just on my screen? Just on my screen, I'm guessing, because no one seems to... Okay, so that is crazy pixelated for some reason. In fact, the edges of a couple of the branches are. What a weird little artifact. That's so weird, because nothing else in this game looks like that.
How dare you approach the Swordmaster without permission? Which I surely didn't give you.
Yeah, but you could.
I beg your pardon. I must talk to you.
I doubt that. Everyone who comes here is prepared to fight.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, Piz.
You're here to prove yourself to the pirate leaders in hopes of one day being as immoral as they are.
Yep. Gee, you're smart.
What was your final grade in Captain Smirk's sword fighting class?
Grade? Class?
You mean you came here to take on the Swordmaster of Melee Island, possibly the greatest sword fighter in the entire Caribbean, without a single lesson in the art of fencing?
Pretty much.
Yep.
How did you expect to defend yourself?
Gee, I don't know.
I see. Obviously not with your razor-sharp wit. I'd advise you to seek out Captain Smirks and get some real training. It would hardly be ethical, sporting, or even interesting to fight someone as unskilled as yourself. So
wow, rude. I mean, she's right, but she didn't have to say it like that. Yeah, there are just a handful of weird aliasing artifacts. Looks like the edge of the trees in a couple of places. So now, fortunately, the Swordmasters is just on my map and is much easier than having to take that whole path. Okay, so this island that I previously saw, there was a cable, but no way to get across it. Heyo, I have exactly what I need.
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What possible use could that have?
Yeah, that's how you do it. You use the rubber chicken. Unfortunately, momentum doesn't exist in this world, so you can apparently just go both ways.
Hey, I don't like visitors. Who are you?
Once again, reference to Loom.
Excuse me, but the sign said there were restrooms in here?
Sorry, but that sign's a little out of date. I used to have a thriving tourist business here. I had animal wax, tattoo demonstrations, souvenirs. But there was a little accident with one of the trained animals. One of our guests was hurt very badly. So I was shut down, put out of business. And since then, I've lived here all alone. And the only company I have is the same beast that mauled that unlucky tourist. The same beast that made me a hermit. A monster that, just by coincidence, is identical to one what attacked me when I was just a child. And left me with these hooks instead of hands. A deformed man. Jeez, now I'm all depressed. Thanks a lot.
Cool story, bro.
Could you just leave me alone now?
I'm a pirate, Cannonball Head. Who are you?
My name's Meathook, and I think you've got a little attitude problem.
Well, I think you've got a little hair problem.
Jeez, you just don't know when to quit, do you?
Obviously, neither did your barber.
Why, you...
It's worth insulting him just for that.
I suppose you've come to invade my peaceful home and insult me again, eh?
I'm Bobbin Threadbare. Are you my mother?
No, your mother was a duck. Now beat it.
What was your name again, Cannonball Head?
Look, I told you not to call me that. My name's Meathook. And you still have a little attitude problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Cannonball Head.
That's okay. I'd rather have a cannonball head than a ponytail.
Oof.
I meant to call you Chrome Dome.
Why, you...
But no, I believe you have to be nice to him.
I suppose.
But I just love the insult.
My peaceful home and insult me again, eh?
What was your name again, Cannonball Head?
Look, I told you not to call me that. My name's Meathook. And you still have a little attitude problem.
I do, but it's just so funny.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Cannonball Head.
His fireplace is...
I'd rather have a cannonball head than a pony.
I don't know, it's like a rift into the earth, and that's like the hot magma. I can't actually remember what that is.
Hey, you've got a pretty good sense of humor. Ha! Want to see something really funny? Ha!
Sure thing.
Yes, please show me, Mr. Meat.
What's this? Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger.
Yeah, dude's got a talking tattoo.
Pretty good, eh? I got a whole routine, but I don't have the time to do it all right now. Maybe if we're ever on a long ocean voyage together. But until then...
It's pure skill, Vegeta.
So...
Could you show me that neato tattoo thing again?
Wait, now I don't remember what to do here.
Okay, but just one more time. What's this? Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger.
Oops, I just realized that this is the wrong house.
Okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island. Say goodbye, Roger.
Goodbye, Roger.
Man, there's so many little moments from this game I remember. But then the actual solutions just slightly evade me. Anyway, I know at least one more thing I can do. Ah, come on. I also have to find
That's some chicken.
Captain Smirk, the sword teacher. And while I remember what a lot of it looked like, I don't exactly remember where to find him. Although I suspect he's in this house, and to get there, I need to get past the troll. And I cannot yet get past the troll. Captain Smirk, as in a reference to Captain Kirk. But I kind of wish he was called Captain Smurf. Nope, not in there. Yeah, I kind of wish he was called Captain Smurf. I would like to be sword trained by a Smurf just for the lulz. Also, the time never changes here, which weirds me out. I believe I've got everything from the store, except you do need to break into the safe at one point, but I can't remember how to do that. Anyway, let's give this dude a breath mint.
Oh, Grago mint. How refreshing. Thanks. So, have you come to release me?
Who are you?
My name is Otis. At least I think it is. I've been in here so long I can hardly remember. You gotta get me out of here before I lose my mind completely. Can't you see? I'm innocent.
But why are you in jail if you're innocent?
I was framed. I didn't touch the stupid flowers.
Oh, flowers?
What flowers?
The yellow Cornish dormi flowers in the forest. It's against the law to pick them.
Oh ho, I'm sure that won't be useful at all.
Sheriff Shinetop sure is a jerk, isn't he?
No kidding. Fester Shinetop is the meanest man on Melee Island. Luckily, the governor keeps him in check most of the time. We used to have a fair, decent man for a sheriff, but he recently died under mysterious circumstances. If you ask me, I think the new sheriff had something to do with it.
I think you've said enough, Otis.
Whoops.
I hope you haven't been taking this filthy vagrant too seriously. He'd say anything to avoid paying his debt to society.
He seems innocent to me. Why don't you let him out?
Maybe you should mind your own business, stranger. I'll decide who's innocent and who's guilty around here.
Sorry.
What a douche.
Look, I don't know what you're up to. But whatever it is, it's probably illegal.
Probably.
So forget it.
Literally, thievery is one of the things I'm going to do.
Watching. And if you try any monkey business, you'll end up in here for good.
Man, is he a bill or what? You see what I have to put up with? You better go before you get us both in trouble.
I'm going to take a quick break. I need to get some water. I'll put on some music for everybody. Let's see what's good. Yeah, I think that's a nice thing to go with. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. I am back. Apologies, I pressed the mute button on my microphone and it didn't do anything. So you'll have to forgive me for that. And let's get back to the game. Okay, so we know that picking yellow flowers is illegal, and we have seen yellow flowers in the forest. I need to get that fish. I can't remember how to scare off the bird, though. What do I have in my inventory that could be useful? I mean, realistically a sword, but it's not that kind of game. And yes, Vegeta, I left because I hated you. Yes. So, in my message, did I misspell it? No, I meant that I live Vegeta. I live for you. I want to scare away that dang fish. Sorry, not fish, bird. At some point I may have to pull up a walkthrough, but I don't want to do it yet. You know, Vegeta, that's perfectly good interpretation. Let's wait for the chef to leave so I can poke around his house. Wait a second, you've got I feel like I need an empty mug as well. Hey, chef. Not quick enough. That's fine. I really feel like I need to get an empty mug, because I'm going to need a mug of grog at some point.
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty?
Apparently I do.
Extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes.
For the time.
Sophisticated score and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects. Elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush! Go out and buy Loom today.
I don't think...
Nice talking to you.
I don't think this guy's actually got anything useful. I can speak to these guys about grog, and maybe that's useful. Not super well.
What's in that grog stuff anyway?
Grog is a secret mixture which contains one or more of the following: kerosene, propylene glycol,
Whoa.
artificial sweeteners, sulfuric acid,
rum, acetone,
red dye number 2,
scum,
axle grease, battery acid,
and or pepperoni. As you can probably imagine, it's one of the most caustic, volatile substances known to man.
Probably all that pepperoni.
The stuff eats right through these mugs, and the cook is losing a fortune replacing them.
Yeah, I definitely need that.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
I'm definitely going to need a mug of grog at some point. And I need to chase away the bird, but I don't know how to. Dang it. I need the fish to get to Captain Smirk. I need to get to Captain Smirk so I can do the sword one. I might be able to get the treasure so long. That's certainly worth trying. Because in spite of the map being a scam, it also works as a map. Just weird-like. I don't think that guy has anything useful to tell you. So, once again, we go to the fork. And there are 2 paths we could take. That's good to hear, Pez. Or terribly bad, I'm not sure which. Hey, same thought. Yes, look at the map. So, basically this indicates which way I have to go, but I'm not quite sure where to start. Sorry, let's just look at that again to get the first 3. So it's back, left, right. I don't think it matters which path I start with. Yeah. I can also pick some flowers.
My, what an unusually bright yellow they are.
So the first instruction was to go back, which I believe... Let me just check if there are any other alternatives. Yeah, back means to the back of the camera. So I went back, now I have to go left, then right. I think. This may be the first back I need to take, but I believe it's back, left, right. And then I will look up the other 3 in a moment. I can also pick up these flowers.
Looks like a regular old stump with the same red flowers that grow all over the forest.
So I went back, left, right. And then the instructions are left, right, back. So as I said, in spite of the map being a scam, it's also still a legit map, weirdly. This was one of my favorite puzzles to figure out as a kid. And then, what are the last 3 instructions? Right, left, back. You'll also notice these little plants appear at every interval of 3, just to let you know you're on the right track. Left. And back. And that should bring us to the treasure. We're certainly in an interesting looking location. And there we go.
The legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. This carefully introduced piece of Melee Island history has delighted thousands of would-be pirates and their families for generations.
So yeah, it's just a tourist attraction.
Remember, there are other pirates on this island. So go easy on the treasure. Leave some for the next person.
The treasure was chat all along, because y'all are too cute.
Here lies treasure of such unimaginable wealth. Well, you'll just have to dig it up to believe it. Paid for by the Melee Island Chamber of Commerce.
And let's dig it up.
Well, this shouldn't take too long.
Said someone who's never actually dug a hole.
Hours pass.
Hey, I think I hit something. Oh boy. It's a t-shirt. Not my size, but a nice one nonetheless.
That's what I got after digging that hole?
It's dirt back now.
More hours pass.
Cool.
I found the treasure of Melee Island and all I got was this stupid t-shirt.
What a terrible treasure. And now, when I go back to the forest path, it should take me straight back there. Kim! Thank you so much for the bits!
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
Thank you for the bits, Kim, and also thank you just for being here. Really appreciate it. So now I have to do something with Meat Hook. This troll thing is bothering me. But at least I can prove to the pirate chiefs that I'm not a complete idiot. I managed to get one of the 3 things they asked me for. Maybe that'll be good enough. Maybe they'll be satisfied that I'm a third as good as they were hoping for. That moon is quite something. That is a straight up bloodbending moon.
Well, if it isn't the boy who wants to be a pirate. On your quests.
One minor thing I want to mention now that I am affiliate. So, I don't have emotes yet, but I will be having them soon. Unfortunately, Vegeta, stop. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic volume. I'm peaking a little bit. Vegeta, stop with the bits. All of you, stop with the bits. It's unacceptable. But yeah, so I'm going to have emotes soon, but you're going to have to forgive me. I have the poopiest prefix ever. My prefix is so bad, I really don't like it. So you're just going to have to deal with that, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I found your legendary lost treasure.
Found your legendary lost treasure.
I discovered the lost treasure, eh? You're a clever boy. You may keep the chic t-shirt. We have plenty.
Yeah, you see, yours is Theep, which is fine. Mine is Veka50. Literally, this is what my prefix will be. That's poopy. I don't like it. I was hoping for Mr. Pig, because I didn't realize it was a 100% automated system. You see, Cam? It's terrible. Like, I just want to see. Pez, are you affiliate, or are you on your way? Because the general rule is it's the first so yeah, you should have got an email with your with what your prefix was. Otherwise, in the creator dashboard, there's somewhere you can check it. Once you get to partner, you can check. But if you're someone cool like Barry, you're already bar, so you don't need to change anything. And Lumberzack had it great. Lumboo is amazing. I agree, Vegeta. We need Lumbourgeoisie.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
There's nothing wrong with Lumboo. I love Lumboo. At least you don't have a 50 stuck in the middle of yours. Vegeta, how did you get such a good one? What is Dan's? Because I'm guessing Dan is partner. I mean, you make a good point, Vegeta. Are you serious, Cam? It's 'cause I? That's fantastic. Okay. Close the door. So I took the pot.
I don't see anything special about it.
Yeah, I know you don't. I want to do something with the stew.
Boiling hot. It's boiling hot.
Yeah, but I don't think I need it. Wait a second. Use the meat with the stew. Yes.
Stewed meat.
Okay. And now use the flower petals
Not
in
a
there.
bathe, but every cook makes substitutions.
Vegeta, you're already hot enough.
Stewed meat.
So, now can I grab the meat?
Ow! Got it.
Okay. So now I have stewed meat, but because I put those petals in there... Can't do that, Vegeta. You see, the Pez is fine. Even the Pez 1 is fine. It's the 50 that's bothering me. Anyway, so this meat is kind of special. Because I stewed it with those flower petals, those flower petals are actually a drug. Anybody who eats this meat will pass out and be unconscious for a while. Can you think of anybody or anything on the island that we would like to make pass out for a while? Because there's one thing. Wrong button. And it's not the damn bird.
I think that bird will peck my hand off.
The Pison. What can I do with this bird? Smack it with a shovel. That didn't work. I've got a freaking sword! Just impale the bird.
That doesn't seem to work.
Wait, I'm sorry. Use the sword doesn't work? Guybrush, you weirdo.
That doesn't seem to work.
When you see a duck, you gotta hit it with... Well, it's not a duck, Pez, so that doesn't help. We could, but Guybrush is a weenie. Like, I want... It's an adventure game. I'm clearly just missing a step. Wait. Okay, I can't look at that. I know that I'm going to need a mug for the grog at one point, but I might as well open the barrel at
It
least.
doesn't seem to open.
Okay. I don't know what you're quoting, Pez, but I love it.
Howdy there, gold finder.
You're a bunch of foul-smelling, grog-swilling pigs.
To be a pirate, you must also be a foul-smelling, grog-swilling pig.
I'll just be running along now.
I can't believe someone took the Pez.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
Okay. So now we can go use our slightly drugged piece of meat. I mean, that's assuming I'm remembering this all correctly. And it's possible that I'm not. Vegeta, I can't believe you stole Pez's prefix. Wait, you found them? How on earth did you do that, Vegeta? But... it's not Moobot's fault. No, don't shout them out, Vegeta. No one follow Pesadilla. They stole Pez's prefix. Yes, they're playing Chrono Trigger, which earns them some points, but they're bad people at heart. Drugged meat, guard dogs.
Important notice. These dogs are not dead. They are only sleeping. No animals were harmed during the production of this game.
I did not hurt the dogs. Look, I didn't hurt the dogs. I did not kill the dogs. The dogs are fine. I am not Barry. Until, like, I play Bloodborne or something.
They're sleeping peacefully.
Okay, now I can break into the house. This is going to go terribly. Okay.
I don't recognize the man, but that looks like the dog in the bar.
That's interesting. I don't think I ever actually knew that.
No time for reading now.
Why can't you yell at them, Pez? Go yell at them. They deserve it. Anyone who's mean to my chat is... better streamer. I refuse to believe that. They're not a better streamer. They may have been around for longer, but that doesn't make them better.
A priceless Ming.
Well, Pez, I guess you have to spend the next year or so learning Spanish.
This looks like a job for Fester Shinetop.
Crap. What? Just smash a vase on his head. I love the little comments in the bottom left.
The red button.
Look at
It's a
tremendous
big, ugly,
yak.
hairy yak wearing some wax lips.
Ick. Push. Tremendous, dangerous looking yak. Pull. Tremendous, dangerous looking yak. I'm not doing this, by the way. Pick up staple remover. Use staple remover on tremendous, dangerous looking yak. Pick up manual of
I
style.
need this. I must be nuts.
Pick up wax lips.
Heck! Gophers!
Why are there gophers? Pick up gopher repellent? What the hell is this section? Use gopher repellent with another gopher? Funny little man.
It's beautiful. I can't open it. Uh-oh.
Use heavy chair with sheriff.
That should hold him for a while. If only I had a file, I could get the idol.
Okay. That's kind of frustrating. So I need the file. And I know where to get it. I just don't know the steps before that happens. Which is an interesting dilemma to be in. So I've got to go back to jail and speak to Otis. Because he is the key to getting a file, weirdly.
So, how's the food in there?
Oh, you know, the usual. Slop, grog, gruel, rats, bugs, and body lice if I can catch them. I have a carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made, even though she knows I detest carrot cake. Actually, the cook at the bar is an old friend of mine, and sometimes he sneaks me food, like pork trimmings, mostly feet and lips.
Ick.
And once in a while, he brings this really odd rump roast.
Ugh.
What was so odd about the rump roast?
Well, it's the only rump roast I ever seen with a prehensile tail.
So it's monkey. It's monkeys then.
So who'd want to frame you?
I don't know who exactly. I think it was a conspiracy. And if there's one type of piracy I don't like, it's conspiracy.
Okay. I'm going to have to briefly click off stream so the game will pause, but Vegenta redeemed Pig Starstorm. So I must. Enjoy, Vegenta. You earned this.
Would you happen to have a file?
You think I'd be in here if I did? All I have is this carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made me. You can have that if you bring me something to get rid of these rats. I can't stand carrot cake.
Okay, something to get rid of the rats. Anything in my inventory? Hey, gopher repellent. Vegenta, Pez, I'm glad you're excited. Gopher repellent should work on rats.
Hey, this might work on the rats. Thanks. Here's the cake.
Cool. I've got carrot cake. Which I can... Wait a second. Yeah, so when I ate it, it revealed that the carrot cake had a file inside all along. He could have been free if only he had eaten the carrot cake.
It's a raspy metal file.
That'll be useful. I thought there were going to be more steps than that, but here we are. By the way, when you redeem Rainbow, Sparkles, or Starstorm, it's only for 10 minutes to give other people a chance. That's fine, Vegenta. It might be better to do tomorrow. I've got a couple of things to get ready for tomorrow.
This door appears to be locked.
Well, there's a gaping hole.
Got the file.
Yeah, do you have a heating pad, Vegenta? I'm considering both options, Vegenta. We'll see. Throw wax lips in fire. Pez, please make those jokes. Use file, unlock. Pick up Fabulous Idol. Okay, don't make mean jokes. I'm fine with that.
That was a close one. At least I got the idol.
But I'm not done with you yet.
Uh-oh.
Thought you could get out of here with the idol of many hands, did you?
Kind of.
Look, I can explain.
So can I. You poisoned the governor's pet poodles.
They're
They're
fine.
just sleeping.
Broke into her house
The door was unlocked.
and stole one of her most valuable pieces of art.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Oh,
He really doesn't.
well, let's hear your explanation.
It belongs in a museum. Again, Indiana Jones reference.
It belongs in a museum.
Ah!
What's going on here?
I caught this hoodlum making off with your idol, Governor. He says it belongs in a museum.
That's right, it does.
What?
You heard me, Fester. The real question is, how did he get in here while you were on guard?
And that is Elaine Marley.
Oh, just go away, Fester. I can handle this.
I'll deal with you later.
Sorry about him. He's new. I'm Governor Marley. Governor Elaine Marley. So my idol belongs in a museum, eh? Relax, Mr. Threepwood. I know why you're here. Believe me, you're not the first who's tried.
She is very much the love interest.
Get as far as you have.
Yeah, I like Elaine. She's a very cute design. Elaine is the main love interest for all the Monkey Island games. Guybrush loves her all along. She is a lot colder. Because frankly, Guybrush is a dork.
My lookout told me of your arrival. I've wanted to meet you ever since I heard your fascinating name. Tell me, Guybrush, why do you want to be a pirate? You don't look like one. Your face is too...
Kind of, Vegeta. We'll get there. Yes, Pez, as a dork, I am entirely in agreement with you.
I see. Well, you're obviously not in the mood for idle chit-chat, are you?
He's an
I suppose
idiot.
You've got many more exciting things to do. I won't take up any more of your time, Mr. Threepwood.
Oh. Twinkley? I really wish I knew how to talk to women.
I mean, talk at all would be a good start.
Where do you think you're going, Throom Wade?
Excuse me, Mr. Shinetop, but you're blocking the doorway.
I think you need to cool off. Hand over your sword.
Uh-oh.
This is the end of the road, my little pantalooned pal. Your troublemaking days on Melee Island are over. My plans for the governor are far too important and much too near completion to risk letting a would-be pirate like you get in the way.
Would-be?
So long, Mr. Spicecake or Droopface or whatever your name is. This might actually turn out to be a pretty good day.
So yeah, your ability to hold your breath for 10 minutes actually comes into play. And check it out. There's everything we could possibly need to cut the rope. All just out of reach.
I can't reach that from here. I can't reach that from here. I can't reach that from here.
But I bet you can reach one of these, right?
I can't reach that from here.
Oh,
I can't reach that
just
from here.
stretch, you dingus.
Actually, it's more like a fabulous doorstop.
I think I can just pick this up. Yeah. I very much...
Sword. This one will do.
I very much appreciate the self-awareness.
Well,
that somehow it stops being heavy when you pick it
now
up.
all I have to do is show this stupid idol to the pirate leaders and...
Yes, Pez, why did you stop streaming?
Governor!
Hey, you can talk. Huh, who'd have known?
What are you doing here? Come to finish the job?
No, I came down here to save your life. Fester wasn't acting on my orders when he threw you in there.
Oh, so whose orders?
You came down here to rescue me? I didn't even think you liked me.
Well, our first meeting was a little awkward. You seem to have trouble forming complete sentences.
Pez, don't you ooh-woo me.
But then again, so do most of my citizens.
But I'm not one of your citizens. I'm just a drifter. A nobody. A would-be pirate. Who would have known or even cared if you'd let me drown?
You know what, Pez, I get that.
I would have, Guybrush.
Oh, Governor.
I have anxiety and social anxiety.
Oh, Elaine.
Oh, Guybrush.
I just hide it reasonably well.
Muffin.
How are they already in love?
Honey Pumpkin.
Plunder Bunny.
Kiss me.
No, we mustn't.
What?
Not here, where everyone can see us.
Why? Are you ashamed of me?
No, it's not that at all.
Fair,
It's just
Pez.
that many of these pirates have made advances towards me. And to avoid hurting their feelings, I've always told them that my father made me promise never to fall in love with a pirate. If they see us together, they'll know I was lying.
Okay then. Let's go to your place.
Okay. But finish your trials first. I don't want you to be
Dang it.
preoccupied.
But
Screw preoccupied. Elaine, I want you.
to complete the trials quickly.
Okay. I still need that fish. I hope you do, Pez. I'd like to watch you. Okay, so the dog doesn't have much to say at the moment. I've got the idol at least. What mic do you have now, Pez?
Howdy there, gold finder.
I'm the sneakiest footpad in these aisles.
Ah, the idol of many hands.
Which has 0 hands.
And thank ye for stealing it for us.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
How do I get that dang fish? That blasted fish. That fishy fish. I've still got a staple remover, apparently. Maybe the voodoo lady can help me now. Maybe I can just pick up the dog.
I can't pick that up.
You can try. He's a cute puppy. I do not know that one. I keep pressing the wrong button. I've got the Blue Yeti, which is doing pretty well for me. Dang it, I keep clicking off screen. If I ever get, like, if I ever start making proper money off of streaming, which I don't expect to, I'm doing it for fun. But if I ever do, then I'll get, like, a super fancy mic with a boom and everything. But for now, I'm liking this one. I'll check out your HyperX quadcast at some point. It's certainly a fancy name. Voodoo Lady. Where are you?
Hello?
Fortune teller, tell me your strongest fortunes. Yeah, the Blue Yeti's biggest problem is that it does everything, so to get it right takes a lot of fiddling, and I have not fiddled enough yet. Please nobody take that out of context.
Where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to
Yeah, shut up, buddy.
reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again, ungrateful little shoplifter.
2 problems with that, Pezmat. I'm not actually sure the Blue Yeti can actually go onto a boom arm. 3 problems. Secondly, there's nowhere to connect a boom arm on my desk. And 3, I try to avoid Amazon wherever possible. Which I get is ironic, given that I'm on Twitch.
Think again. What do you want?
Sorry. My Streamlabs is doing a weird thing. Which I don't fully understand. There we go. I pressed an option. Yeah, no, I know there are options other than Amazon.
I think I'd just like to browse.
So at some point I'm needing.
Okay, but don't put your lips on anything.
At some point I'm going to need to break into this guy's safe. And I can't remember how to find out the combination.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
Now I just like irritating him.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fall for that one again.
How much did you pay for it?
I won't
Pez?
steal anything this time, I promise.
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again. Be right back. I've got my eyes on you, Weasel Boy. Don't try anything.
Whoa. That's a great deal. I'm very glad you got it for that.
Davy Jones lockers. The
Yeah,
last
yeah,
word
yeah.
in theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Okay, so that sound was the thing not really working. And I think I can also push it to make it move the opposite direction. Something like this.
Davy Jones lockers.
Ah,
The
shut
last
up,
word in
Guybrush.
Theft, fire, and grog-resistant storage devices.
Yeah, especially when things are
It's locked.
coming through secondhand, they get expensive. I know there's some way to figure out what his code is.
Ring bell for service.
Yeah, I don't want to. Okay. I'm gonna take a brief break, not to hydrate or release flow, but to do the incredibly shameful act of looking up a walkthrough. There was a papa with the big bone. I'm going to put on some music, and I'm going to put on the Be Right Back. As I said, I'm ashamed, but it is the reality of the world. I'm a terrible streamer. Give me a few minutes to be less terrible. Guess who was a bad streamer for less than 2 minutes? I don't know, not me. I've been a bad streamer all along. Also, Celeste has the best music. Why does Celeste have the best music? It's like unfair to all other games. But yeah, so I have found the solution. It is not something I would have achieved alone. I'm ashamed to admit, without the walkthrough, I probably wouldn't have figured this out. At least not for a long while. Pez, what is that one you sent? Was that Box Ghost? Okay. Maybe I can try to be not a dum-dum now.
Cozy.
The Box Ghost. I like that that fire has like 4 frames. Okay, so not Box Ghost apparently. Come on. I just need the cook to leave. Oh, Bongo Cat. Bongo Cat's amazing. Ah, dang it. Oh. Hey, he was far enough away that it worked. So apparently... Yeah, apparently you just have to walk onto that plank a couple of times, and the bird eventually gets peed off. There we go. Cool. There's another hunk of meat if you need it. Bongo Cat is the past, present, and future of all entertainment. I don't know what the second word there means, Pezmat, but no rush. Cool. So... let's take a look at that item I just picked up. So I picked up a fish. If I look at it...
I think it's a herring.
It's a herring. There was someone who wanted something that draws attention but is of no actual value. So you give him a literal red herring. Yep, it is a red herring. It is such a silly little thing. But when I was a kid, I did not know what a red herring meant. Anyway. Give this dude a fish.
None shall pass. A red herring. Pass.
Vegenta, let me at least open it. I probably won't watch it now because I don't feel comfortable sharing my screen. But if this is just Bongo Cat stuff, I strongly approve. I'm sorry, Bongo Studios? You know what, Vegenta? You're right. That's important. Troll's just a dude who eats the fish whole? Okay. Stan's previously owned vessels. Oh, is this where I get the grog?
Welcome to Stan's previously owned vessels. I'm off searching the globe right now for the finest in previously owned marine transportation. Have a look around. I'll be right back. Stan.
The channel still uploads? That's fantastic. Okay. Let's grab some grog.
Huh. Nothing.
Dang it! Punch that machine.
Huh. Nothing.
It's got less to do with that and more with revealing my email and the like.
Dull, dull, dull.
One day I will feel as comfortable as Barry sharing my screen. Frankly, even if I had been watching Sick Nasty Prawn, I wouldn't leave it open when I start streaming.
Ah, a fixer-upper.
Ah, now that's a ship for a pirate. Would you look at it?
I'm surprised this one is still afloat.
Oh, he hates that one too. Cool, he hates all the ships. Okay. The important thing is now... What? I'm so confused. So I still have to leave to the left. Apparently. And now I can go to the house.
Captain Smirk's Big Body Pirate Gym. Prices. Sword training, 30 pieces of weight. Cannon firing, 160 pieces of weight. Balls extra. Grappling hook, 130 pieces of weight. Hook extra.
So, this is where you learn how to do sword fighting. I'm going to do the sword fighting training, and then I'm going to end my stream there. Because I would like to start off Sunday's stream with the sword fighting, which is perhaps the highlight of this game. It is absolutely incredible.
I think I'll knock.
You got your skitty.
It'd only be polite.
What do you want, you wimpy little spineless maggot?
Could you train me to be better than the Swordmaster?
Better than the Swordmaster? You? You could never be half the sword fighter Carla is. Even with hours of hard work and sweat and blood. I remember fighting side by side with Carla at Port Royal. The local constabulary had us cornered. It looked like we were done for, but then she said... But I digress.
No, I wanted to hear that story.
I do so have what it takes.
You do not.
I do so.
You do not.
This part is just about being
I
stubborn.
do so.
Oh, I like your spirit. I'll do what I can. Of course, it'll cost you.
Yeah,
what
I
do
know.
You got?
Well, I've got 30 pieces of 8.
Say no more, say no more. Let's see your sword.
The sword I got at the bottom of the bay.
Okay, check it out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This is a nice one. Let's get to it.
I will do for Zaid as
Okay,
you did
you
for
maggot.
me.
Why don't you whip that sword out and let's see what you can do with it. Boy, you fight like a dairy farmer. I usually don't waste my time with vermin like yourself. But seeing as this LeChuck thing has put a cramp on business, I got no choice. I need the money. Yes, I can see this is gonna take some special measures.
Rude.
Just want you to know, I don't do this with everyone.
It's also
It's
interesting
only
that
because I
Guybrush
feel
is
that
left-handed.
special student mentor pieces of 8 bonding that I'm going to these lengths. I'm gonna put you up against the machine.
Machine? Is this gonna hurt?
Let's hear your fun fact, Pez. Malu and
Yikes.
Spooky are why you got to affiliate.
Come at me.
Just as
Don't be
Vegeta
afraid,
and
you
Zack
won't hurt me.
and Cahill are why I got to affiliate.
Cover, parry, riposte. No! Beat first, then lunge. Distance, distance! Use your forte against the foible. No! Beat first, then lunge.
Hours later,
You're starting to get the hang of it.
more hours later,
Not bad. You've got good form. Now I'm gonna let you in on the true secret of
Why is there a
sword
monkey?
Sword fighting is kind of like making love. It's not always what you do, but what you say. Any fool pirate can swing a sharp piece of metal around and hope to cut something. But the pros, they know just when to cut their opponent
I mean,
with an insult.
fair,
one
Piz.
that catches them off guard. You see, kid, your wit's gotta be twice as sharp as your sword. Let's try a couple of insults out, shall we? Okay, imagine this. We're fighting up a storm. Just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal. There's a sudden break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer. You respond with,
So's your mother.
I can see we've got a lot of work to do here.
So this is how the combat
You
works in this game.
responded with something
It's
like,
mostly about the
"How
insults.
appropriate. You fight like a cow.
And that's a
You
line
see,
that repeats in many
It's
games.
razor sharp wit like that that wins fights. Let's try another. Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall. My sword just slashed 2 cuts into your face. I say, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with,
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
no, no, no. That was the response from the last insult. Doesn't even make sense when used here. Ah. A correct response to, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab, would have been something like, first, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. See? Razor sharp. Now, I suggest you go out there and learn some insults.
I can't help but feel like I've been ripped off. I'm sure you're feeling something similar.
So this is actually one of my favorite features. So when we were playing Indiana Jones, we saw that the combat was pretty awful. That when you expect a point-and-click adventure team to make a combat system, they don't do it well. However, in Monkey Island, they made the sword fighting a puzzle. So let's do one quick sword fight before I finish. Just to give everybody an idea of how it works. And I'll probably lose this one, but it's just about learning. Why is everybody running away from me now? And so now I can meet the... Buddy, I'm trying to... There we go.
This better be important.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
So as you fight back and forth, you have the opportunity to give these various insults. I once owned a dog smarter than you. You actually learned that from the troll. Boy, you're ugly, what an idiot, and you call yourself a pirate. These 3 are immediate losses. The other 3 have specific responses. If the other pirate knows that response, then they give it, they win the point. If they don't, you succeed, you win the point. And basically you have to try to figure out an appropriate response for every single insult.
I once owned a dog that was smarter than you.
They must have taught you everything you know.
That is the appropriate response to that one. But that's useful because when someone else uses that insult on me, I now have it available.
During a mighty struggle.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have an appropriate response to that. So
I am rubber, you are glue.
I will just use the standard response to all insults.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
Hey, I know the response to that one.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Unfortunately, I don't have any good responses.
I give up. You win.
So I'm just going to give up. But now I learned another insult, which I can use next time when I'm fighting, and it's a fun way to learn all the various responses. And after you've beaten enough of them, then you can fight the Swordmaster. So that is where I'm going to end it this evening. Guys, I really appreciate you all coming through. Let's raid Zaid. Yeah, I really appreciate all of you coming through. I appreciate all the bits. I appreciate the extra follow from Lars. Vegenta, how dare you subscribe to me? That is unfair. That's not how this goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through. I will be streaming again, 5:30 Eastern Time on Saturday with Stardew and Chill, and I will be returning to Monkey Island 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. We're probably about halfway through the game, so we should finish it on Sunday. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will end stream in just a moment. I just want to quickly open something. I just want to open Twitch so I can see everything that happens when we raid Zaid, which he greatly deserves. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Have a great evening. I'm not going to give myself subs. That is not cool, Vegeta, but I'll just gift you more subs next week. Cheers!